Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Rapid Rundown. I will be your host and moderator tonight. My name is Caleb. Our two contestants today / discussionaires. We have Amy, Clayton on the left, Justin, Wills on the right. Okay, so how Rapid Rundown works. First round, I will throw out a question. These are all kind of NFL topic discussion questions. I'll throw out a question, and then each contestant will have a minute to give their view on it, their side of the argument, and then I'll toss it over to the other person to give their side. And then after that, I will award a point based on quality of the argument and who I lean towards more or who I like better. I don't know, something like that. So that's round one. So let's go ahead.
Like your wife better than me.
We'll find out though. And then there's three rounds.
Man/woman win.
There's 3 rounds. That's round one. So let's get right into round one. How about that? You guys ready?
Let's go.
I'm ready.
You guys ready for today? Okay. So
we're gonna have to be
Ready for
first
today.
off, ready for today. Wake up, ready for today. All right. First question of round one. So there are a plethora of good and dynamic running backs this year of all different kinds of types. So who do you believe is the best running back for their team this season? Amy, 1 minute starts now.
I believe that Ezekiel Elliott is the best running back for his team. Yes, he is leading the league in rushing yards with 1,392. So you could argue, well, duh, because he's the best running back in the league this year. But I do think he's the best for his team, and he is a crucial reason as to why the Cowboys have been so successful. Dak Prescott's been successful as well. Yes, their offensive line definitely helps a lot. But if the Cowboys didn't have Elliott this season and they only had Dak Prescott, there wouldn't be many threats. The fact that you've got Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott is like a double threat on defenses. They don't know which one to focus on. Do they focus on the passing game? Do they focus on the running game? And since both have been so successful, I think he plays a major role in the team's success, and he is a huge part of the reason why their offense has been dominating. Yes, of course, they lost this week, but as overall, they've been dominating, so I think he's the best running back for his team this season.
Right on time. Very nice. Still have not yet figured out how to turn the timer off. 5 episodes in. Okay, Justin, same question to you. Who do you believe is the best running back in the NFL this year for their team? 1 minute starts right now.
Oh, this is tough because there's a lot of good running backs. Ezekiel Elliott, yes, he leads the league in rushing, but it doesn't mean he's the best. I feel like if you put, Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson back there, you kind of see similar results. I'm kind of going to go with an unorthodox answer. I'm going to go with LeGarrette Blount of the New England Patriots. Now, I know New England has kind of a running back by committee. They've got James White and Dion Lewis back there, but they're more of, the third down receiving backs. They're kind of more of a scat back. But I think LeGarrette Blount truly completes that offense, and he takes a lot of pressure off of Tom Brady. He is 5th in the NFL with 1,029 rushing yards, 4.1 yards per carry. But the important stat, he leads the NFL in touchdown rushes with 14. And I think that is huge for Tom Brady. It takes pressure off his shoulders. He doesn't have to make passes on 2 yards out from the goal line. They have confidence in that running game to just pound it with LeGarrette Blount. I think his power running style really complements that offense perfectly, more so than anyone else. Wow. A few extra words in there.
Very, very good arguments. Justin did not see that coming.
He just knows how much I love the Patriots. That's why he
was not expecting LeGarrette Blount. I did expect probably someone to go with Ezekiel Elliott. Obviously, he's the top rusher in the league. This is a hard one because, honestly, I would say Le'Veon Bell. Just because of how much he's utilized in the passing game as well. I don't think there's a player out there who's utilized more on the offensive percentage of offensive plays and production than Le'Veon Bell is in the league, especially over the course of the last 8 games or so. But since you guys didn't argue that way, I'm going to have to go with Ezekiel Elliott on this one. I really liked your arguments, Justin, and I do agree. But over the past 5 years, Patriots, whoever they put back there, kind of fills that role of running back for him. James White came in one game, few years ago had 4 touchdowns and 200 yards against the Colts. Deion Lewis looked like a great player before he got hurt. They brought in LeGarrette Blount the past few seasons. He's torn it up. But it's kind of whoever is back there succeeds and fills that role of who they want for him. You could argue the same with the Cowboys because they've had one of the top offensive lines for the last few years. DeMarco Murray a few years ago tore it up. They didn't really have a strong run game last year, but their offense just kind of... Emmitt Smith, a little too far back. But
How old are you?
Based on the kind of season Elliott's having, I'm going to have to go with Elliott over Blunt.
I'm trying to go with an unorthodox answer.
Really good answer. I almost want to give you like half a point just for...
No, it's not
I didn't see that coming, but...
New rule, we give half points now.
I do feel like if LeGarrette Blount were to go out, they would easily fill that role with one of their backups and not miss a step, where if Ezekiel Elliott was lost, the Cowboys would really be hurting. Even with Darren McFadden or Alfred Morris, they're not the same type runner or a type player for that team.
Fine.
Okay. Fine. So that's my answer. Very nice. Okay, on to question 2. Players complain every year about Thursday night games and the injury risks and unfair advantages they present teams. Blah, 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 blah. We just heard Richard Sherman go off on it just the other day about how he doesn't want to play this Thursday night. But anyways, do you think the NFL should do away with these Thursday night games? I'm going to start with Amy again.
Yeah.
1 minute starts now.
You know what? If they cannot guarantee players enough rest for these Thursday night games, I do think they should do away with them. This is what the NFL needs to do. If they want to keep the Thursday night games, the teams that play on Thursday night need to be coming off of a bye week, so that they have had over 7 days rest, and then they'll get more than 7 days rest after their Thursday night game. I think that is the only way that the Thursday night game is fair. Having to play Sunday and then having to play Thursday is not fair. They don't have time to recuperate. It is a risk for injury because their bodies don't have time to repair and stretch out and get ready for the next game and rest. Rest is so important. People forget that. So I think the only way they should keep it is if the teams are coming off of a bye week, so they've had plenty of time to rest and prepare. It is not fair to give a team 4 days to try and turn around, prepare, especially if they're coming off traveling too. I mean, tie that in and that brings a whole nother argument in there.
That's the timer. That means 1 minute is up. Justin, same question to you. Do you think the NFL should do away with Thursday night games? Go.
Dang it, Amy, you stole my exact arguments, but that's okay. You know what, I'm thinking about it though, and if a team has a bye week on Sunday, they don't play until Thursday, that would mean that they would then play their game on Thursday and then have another game on Sunday, right? Wouldn't that be how... maybe I'm thinking about this wrong.
The Thursday game...
They would have another 10 days then again.
The Thursday game counts for that week.
Well, I totally agree. The league seems kind of hypocritical that they are focusing on player safety. Richard Sherman pretty much said this exact same thing, but they are they're making players play on a short week, giving 4 days rest. That's not enough time. You're hurting the product on the field. Players aren't ready to play. And some of these are huge games. These are like divisional games. We just saw Oakland and Kansas City play a game with huge playoff implications. As a fan, you like it, though, because you get football on Thursdays, and we love the game of football here, and I know you guys do too. But yeah, I totally agree. I don't think it's good for the players to be playing on Thursday nights
Time is up.
without more of a break. Man,
Okay.
it sucks that you went first. I didn't.
Well, someone's got to go first. So, okay, I'm going to throw a little two-part question at this. So, I guess, Amy, you kind of answered it with teams can only play on Thursday night if they're coming off a bye, but that would then leave them with another 10 days to get ready for the next game, which is almost like a double bye week there. So I feel like a team played on Thursday night then would gain the advantage in both that game and then the game coming off. And I'm not sure if there'd be a way to schedule that. I'm not an NFL scheduler, but how would you fix the problem? Would you just do away with Thursday night? I know you don't like the Thursday night games, but how would you fix it?
I am so dumb, I still cannot picture how having a bye on Sunday, then you would play the Thursday night game next, right? So you're off Sunday, you play Thursday. Then you'd have to turn around and play on Sunday again, or else you can't get 2 Sundays off. That's 2 byes.
It is really confusing.
The Thursday game starts that next week of games. So if week 12, you have a Sunday bye. Week 13 starts that Thursday. So you play
then
that
would they
Thursday.
play again on Sunday?
No, on Sunday, those are the rest of the week 13 games.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
But still, that might prevent an
how would
unfair
you-
advantage in terms of that team would then have double the advantage on their next team. They're getting a lot of rest.
Well, if
But,
every team gets that throughout the season.
I mean, we got
True.
maybe it could be a Thursday night special, where it's like a London game, where it's like it happens once a year, because you also get Thursday games on Thanksgiving. I think they could do something special for like a Christmas special Thursday game, make it more of a special thing. But I don't think it's fair, to make all teams play a game on a short week. Unless they're playing on against another team that is also coming off a short week. I know the Titans have a game coming up against Kansas City, where Kansas City played a Thursday night game the week before, so they get extra rest for the game against the Titans, and that gives them the advantage. So
There's just no good way to do it right now.
I think it's easy, kind of just to throw it out.
And I think it's an important topic because it's been tossed around a lot over the past few years. The players always bring it up. I'm going to go with Amy just because you said that Thursday night games are typically good matchups, which I believe is false. A lot of the Thursday night games this year have been absolute duds.
Wait, did I say that?
You did say that.
I didn't say that.
We can go back. I heard you say it. Yes, last week's Oakland-Kansas City, great divisional matchup, but the majority of the games on Thursday night are absolute killers. No one wants to watch it. Yeah, they're divisional games, but come on, Seahawks and the Rams. Who's going to win that? Seahawks. Even though the Rams play well against the Seahawks.
I was saying that they bring divisional matchups on Thursday night, and that the stakes are higher for those Thursday night games, and neither team is really ready to play. I think that's what I was saying. We can go back and look at it.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear your thoughts on that one because I don't even know. I don't know what to say, but I like the Thursday night games as a fan. I like an extra night of a primetime game.Maybe you could do something like move it back to Saturday night. Would that be okay?
Yeah,
I
got
don't
college
know.
football competing.
I don't care about college football, though. You know that. We can't even name the top 4 teams. Okay, anyways,
do.
moving on.
We
We
love
spent too much
college.
time on that question, but important one. I believe it's an important one to debate.
Yes.
Okay, third question, last question of the first round. The Giants are confusing. They get blown out by the Steelers one week, and then they turn around and beat the best team in football, best record in football, Cowboys the next, which the Cowboys' only 2 losses on the year have been to the Giants. So sitting at 9-4, the Giants, do you believe they are a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Do you believe they are in legitimate Super Bowl contention this year? Justin, I'll start with you now.
Good question. Giants are one of the most confusing teams in the league this year. I know a lot of people were getting on to them for having a soft schedule, but as they've shown, they have completely figured out the Cowboys, who have the best record in football and would be undefeated if it weren't for the Giants. I think you can never count out the Giants if they make the playoffs. We've seen a 9-7 Giants team win the Super Bowl against the Patriots. I think their other Super Bowl win against the Patriots, they were 10-6. In the regular season, and I'm sure Tom Coughlin was the head coach then, and he may have had a lot to do with their strong playoff runs there. But they're a dangerous team. They are a very dangerous team, and I know Dallas doesn't want to face them. It reminds me of the '99 season when the Jaguars were 14-2. Their only 2 losses were to the Titans. Then they went on to lose again in the AFC Championship to the Titans. So we're kind of seeing another thing where one team has another one completely figured out, or they just match up really well against them. But regardless, I think the Giants are capable of, if they're capable of taking out the Cowboys twice in one season, I think they are a Super Bowl contender.
Time is up. Very nice. Right on time.
I tried to fight very hard.
That's you're picking it up this week. Okay.
Thanks.
Amy, same question to you. Do you believe the New York Giants, wow, what am I saying? New York Giants are legitimate Super Bowl contenders this season? Go.
No, I do not believe they're legitimate Super Bowl contenders. The only argument they have for that is that they have defeated the Cowboys twice this season. But I just think like we've talked about, I think they figured them out. They match up well against them, and they just happen to beat them. I do not think they can match up well against other NFC powerhouses. Like, I don't think they would match up well against the Seahawks. I feel like the Seahawks secondary would be picking Eli Manning apart. I definitely don't think they match up against AFC teams well, like the Patriots or the Raiders or the Chiefs. So I do not think they are Super Bowl contenders. I just think they have figured out how to beat the Cowboys this season, and that's about it.
Okay. Time to spare. Okay. That last question in round 1, I'm going to have to go with
Please.
Justin on this one. Just
cool.
because
Bold move.
It's true, man. The Giants are confusing this year. They've been confusing every single year. Yeah, I mean,
always are.
when they beat the undefeated Patriots, yeah, it's not just this season. It's like the past decade. You know, with Eli Manning at the helm, you could get 5 interceptions one game. Turn around, you could get 5 touchdowns the very next against the best team in the NFL. You don't really know what you're gonna get, but if they make the playoffs, anything can happen. The Giants have definitely proven that. They're on schedule. They're on pace to make the playoffs unless something crazy happens. You got to experience 2 Super Bowl, multi-Super Bowl winning quarterback at the helm. You have an all-star receiver, Odell Beckham. You got Victor Cruz. They have a lot of weapons. Not much of a run game right now. A pretty solid defense, even without JPP. So, you know what? I think they're a legitimate Super Bowl contender. If they can take down the Cowboys, like you said,
Mark my words.
they can take down anybody. So, Justin, you get the points on that one.
I'm back in it.
That wraps up round 1. On to round 2, the speed round, where each contestant only gets 30 seconds to answer.
Oh, no.
And typically, it's been a true or false statement. This week, we're going to go with a fill in the blank. So where I say a statement and I leave the last line blank, where you just pretty much fill in the name.
Are we going to have multiple choice next week?
I should slap you for that.
Wait, can we have a word bank?
But I won't.
I'm
No word bank.
smart.
You just got to come up with it off the top of your
Right.
head.
Oh, no.
Okay, but let's get into it. First question of round 2, the speed round.
Wonderful.
Defensive player of the year is blank. Amy, 30 seconds.
The defensive player of the year this year is Khalil Mack. Listen to this, all right?
Listening.
In the past 8 weeks, he's had 10 sacks, 13 quarterback hits, 5 forced fumbles, a touchdown, and an interception. I mean, what can't he do on defense? And also, a great thing about him, he gets better as the game goes on. He has 11 fourth quarter sacks since the start of the 2015 season. So as the game goes on, he doesn't get more tired, he gets more hungry to take down the quarterback, and that is the defensive player of the year.
Perfect.
Where are you getting these stats?
Perfect timing.
Fourth quarter sacks? What is this? What's this high-tech research?
Justin, same question to you. Defensive player of the year is blank. Go.
You know what? I'm going to go with another unconventional answer, but not really if you look at the stats. I'm going to go with defensive end Vic Beasley of the Atlanta Falcons.
Never even heard of him.
Well, you better, because this year he
The
is...
Rams have heard of him.
Yes, he is currently tied for the NFL lead in sacks with 13.5 with Von Miller, but the stat that I want to point out the most, he has 6 forced fumbles on the year. That is a lot of forced fumbles. That is a lot of potential game-changing, game-swinging plays.
Time is up.
Oh, F! I forgot it's a speed round.
Yeah, you're acting like it was a minute over there.
He's taking his time.
Well, I got all the stats out.
Good.
6 forced fumbles and 13.5 sacks.
Hey, your time's up, bro. Time is up,
I already said
bruh.
those things. I'm
I like that someone pointed out Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley.
The Biz.
I was looking for someone to make an argument for Eric Berry. Not a lot of. I don't think he's in contention right now. I don't think he's forgotten. But man, recently his return ability, interceptions. He's been like physically. I mean, he almost single-handedly won that game against the Falcons. But
right.
that was just.
That's a really good answer.
I would love someone to argue that, but they didn't. But I'm gonna have to go with Amy on this one. Love the fourth quarter stat. I feel like that's a game breaker right there. That's the guy you want as a defensive MVP, someone who, in the clutch moments of the game, hunkers down and gets the win, gets the
I'm
big
at a
sack,
disadvantage.
gets the big play.
I don't know about that fourth quarter website. What if Vic Beasley has like 10 fourth quarter sacks?
He could. You didn't mention it.
Yeah,
He does. I promise.
He does have 13.5 sacks, which is good.
that's a lot.
But yeah, if I did like Khalil Mack over Von Miller for sure. But Amy, you get the point on that one. Okay.
Whatever.
On to question 2.
Fill in
The
blank.
coach, fill in the blank. The coach of the year is blank. Justin, let's start with you. Go.
All right, I'm going to go through this fast. As of right now, I'm going to go with Jack Del Rio of the Oakland Raiders for their excellent season so far, 10-3. If the Tennessee Titans, though, win the division and make the playoffs, it unquestionably should be Mike Mularkey. But right now, we aren't winning the division. We're losing the tiebreaker. So right now, if the season ended today, I'm going Jack Del Rio for turning around Oakland. They are a legitimate team this year, and they're probably going to make a deep playoff push.
Nice.
Is that good?
That
Yes.
was perfect. Okay, Amy, same question to you. We'll toss it over that way. Coach of the year is blank. 30 seconds now.
Y'all are gonna hate me. Bill Belichick. All right, listen. Brady missed the first 4 games. They go 3-1. He has dealt with numerous injuries. Gronk, Danny Amendola, Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt, and they still went 3-1 with their third string quarterback Brissett, and they're still Super Bowl contenders. No matter what happens to this team, Belichick knows how to coach them and keep them Super Bowl contenders no matter who he's got on the field.
Do you just want to make out with the Patriots?
Hey,
Love
easy.
fest
No,
over
she
there.
wants to make out with me.
I don't think so.
Right.
You're in danger.
Depends
Okay.
if you give me this point or not.
Oh man, I want to give Justin a point because I was hoping someone would bring up Malarkey because I think, if Titans make the playoffs, I think we win the division. He definitely should be in consideration.
That wasn't even my answer.
I don't care.
I did throw it out there.
But I was thinking about it before we went into even filming this show, and I was like, man, I hope someone drops
Well,
this stat.
I wanted to tell my answer. I didn't want to tell a second answer too. So.
Well, you
Just wanna cover all bases.
No, you're right. He's not an answer because if we don't get there, he's not in contingent. It's only if we reach that bar. But we're going off based on right now, this year. Oh man, I'm sorry. It does look like favoritism, but I'm gonna have to give the point again to
They
Amy.
make the playoffs. That's
Look.
Oakland hasn't made the playoffs since 2002.
Everyone was kind of picking Oakland to be where they were this season, whether Jack Del Rio was at the head coach or not. Patriots they're about to come 11 wins in 7 straight years. I know we're only talking about this season.
Why
but
isn't he just winning Coach of the Year every year?
You know, everyone says
He
that he should.
He's not turning
kinda
around
like
the
this.
franchise. He's not turning around.
It's kind of how I think LeBron James should almost win MVP of the
Yes.
league every single year he plays.
Ugh.
He doesn't. It's almost like Bill Belichick's not even fair because he should win Coach of the Year every single year and he doesn't.
It should go to a
I'd like-
coach that's turning
It's like Gino Auriemma should win Coach of the Year every year. And I don't know if he does,
No,
but
okay, I don't know about that. We're not getting into girls basketball here, but I have to lean to Belichick. It's not because this year has been different for him. They've dealt with multiple injuries.
many.
I can't wait to see what they do without Gronk moving forward. Because I argued in the last episode that they are not legitimate contenders anymore
except
without
they
him.
put up 30 points on the Ravens defense.
Yeah.
that's my point.
That's Tom Brady.
I think it's combo, but Belichick.
But they did it this season without Tom Brady.
Yeah, first 4 games.
Sorry,
But they had Gronk.
It does.
No, wait.
Gronk played a few of those games, but he was absolute silent.
Why don't you stop loving your wife, huh?
I can't help it, man. Okay,
thought
I'm
you
sorry.
were-
I'm right.
You know what? She's just smarter this round.
I've already lost. I
Okay.
guess. I'm probably
No, you can get back. There's 3 trivia questions. Right now the score is 4-1.
I'm gonna tie it up.
3
What if it
trivia
goes?
tie it up?
questions, and there's one more in speed round.
There is one more in the speed round. We're not done with this round yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay, okay. Last question of the speed round. Because we're in the season of holidays and whatnot, we're gonna go with the best Christmas movie is blank. Amy, 30 seconds starts right now.
Oh, why are you going to me first?
You've gone to her first every time.
You know what? I guess I'll
Alright.
just go with
Maybe.
Elf because Elf is perfect. Kids love it. They think it's hilarious. Adults love it because Will Ferrell is hilarious, and we all know how creative and funny he can be. So it's a great movie for the whole family. It's got great quotes. The ending does stink, but you know what? We're not all Bill Belichick. We're not all perfect. So there you go. Elf.
It stinks because they spread Christmas cheer and everyone
It's a little
was happy
rushed.
at the end.
It's a little rushed.
Okay. Best Christmas movie is blank. Justin, 30 seconds.
I'm going classic, going vintage, has stood the test of time and is still enjoyed to this day. Charlie Brown Christmas, baby. Bring it on. Christmas time is here, bringing all the cheer. It's great songs, great message, entertaining. Charlie Brown, how can you go wrong with him and the Snoop Dogg, always up to no good. Oh,
Snoop
that's
Dogg.
it. Charlie Brown Christmas is where it's at.
Wow, mic drop. Dropping it like it's hot. Okay, awesome. I'm glad that you mentioned the bad ending of Elf, because if you hadn't mentioned that, I was gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
But I like the classicness of Charlie Brown Christmas. I don't think anyone in America can
just-
argue.
It's on
that
TV
is
all the time.
Yeah. And Elf,
So is
maybe
Elf.
if Elf, lasts the next 30, 40 years, it might be up there. But Charlie Brown Christmas, good answer.
Yes.
Good
That was a
answer.
good
Yes, I'm back.
Good
forgot
songs,
about that
good
one.
story.
Good story.
Great character.
Easy to sit down and watch.
Good
Half
character
an hour,
development.
45 minutes.
Yeah,
Cast.
finding
Not
the
too
true
long.
meaning of Christmas.
Exactly.
Charlie Brown with his one little ornament. on
Next
the little
question.
small tree. It's so
Bonus question, round 2. What is the true meaning of Christmas?
presents.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get on to the trivia round. Now,
Hands
tally
on your legs, Justin.
the score now in the trivia round. We'll toss out 3 trivia questions. This time, after I ask it, the first person to hit their bobblehead gets to answer it first. However, if you hit your bobblehead and answer incorrectly, you lose a point, and then the other person gets a chance to steal with amnesty.
Okay.
So, yes. That
Great.
is how it's played. So, first score is Amy 4, Justin 2.
Bring it on.
with 3 questions left to go. Who's gonna win? Okay, first question. This is kind of a throwback, and he's not in the league anymore. But
Oh, great.
what was Peyton Manning's college number? Oh my gosh.
Go back at the tape, review the tape.
We're gonna have to review the tape.
Slow-mo.
I got it first. I think I got it first. I'm just gonna throw.
Justin can have it. Justin can have it.
Okay.
16.
Correct. Peyton Manning, 16. Did you know that?
Yes.
Of course you're gonna say it now because you heard him say the answer. I'm just kidding.
16 in college, 18 in the NFL.
Okay.
There we go.
Peyton Manning.
Let's go with next question. Justin, making it interesting.
Okay.
Hands on the lap. Hands on the lap. Where did Tom Brady go to college? Justin.
Oh, Michigan.
Dang, Justin has caught up just like that. 4-4.
Getting with the
Amy,
Tom Brady
get back in
versus
here.
Peyton Manning rivalry
That-
questions.
that's your boy, right?
Not anymore.
Don't know his
Justin
history.
moved like so fast.
Okay, last question. Another one from a retired player, but it's fun. What is Marshawn Lynch's favorite candy?
Skittles.
Boom!
I am on fire.
You are on
never
fire.
talks. How am I supposed to know what his favorite candy is?
Because he eats them on the sideline. I think.
He eats them all the time. Was it?
Caleb
Pre-game
Caleb
juice.
even tried to give me this game, and I can't win.
Justin picked it back up in the trivia round.
Trivia round is where I shine.
That is what the trivia round can do in this game. Crazy. I have one more question. If you guys want to go one more question, get back in it.
I'll
do it.
take you double or nothing.
Okay, double
I'll
or
let you
nothing.
back in this and win.
Where's the Super Bowl going to be held this year?
Oh. Wait.
Amy hits the head. She gets a guess.
Is it?
San Francisco.
No.
Is it?
You don't get the guess anymore. That was wasn't San Francisco last year,
I don't think so.
or was it 2 years ago? It was recently because Coldplay played at halftime with Beyonce. When was that?
That's how you remember San Francisco?
Yeah, that's how I remember that.
That was this past year.
Okay, yeah.
Coldplay was this past year.
So, yeah,
Super
came to
Bowl.
the
Oh, I
news
know. It came to me. Houston.
Yep.
Oh.
Houston.
My other guess was Minnesota.
So she lost a point. And I just gained 2 more.
Yeah,
It
so-
turned into a blowout.
yeah, surprisingly. Wow. Okay, well, guys, thanks for watching Rapid Rundown. If you have any topics for us for future episodes, please leave them in the comments below.
Did we have a
We did not have a fan question this
fan
week.
question?
But that doesn't mean we won't use your questions in the future. We want to use your questions.
Is it because they didn't submit questions, or we?
No,
ignored
they
them?
submitted. We just decided to ignore them this week. We passed over. We may pick them up
good.
this. You may submit a topic this week, and we may not use it for like 3 weeks. Who knows? But just submit your topics.
Just gotta keep on your
If you got
toes.
something you want us to talk about, yeah. So thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Amy, sorry. Justin's got 2 in a row here.
He does love
He
you
beats both the Claytons
I
in this
really,
round.
I'm the Browns of the three of us. Right now.
Have you not won a?
Hey, you'll
No.
get
Rapid
into
rundown?
it. You need to brush up on some of your trivia. Okay, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out.
See you later.